It's time to head back to the school zone. In our first half hour, we heard from an 8th grader down in Lee County, Iowa, who was one of just 200 national STEM champions across the country. This national competition asked students to find a real-world issue and then experiment and test possible solutions. So earlier, we heard from Addison Hohl, who studied how to filter dangerous nitrates out of our water. But it turns out she is not the only champion from Central Lee Middle School. Her classmate, Caedon Newton, is also going to Washington, D.C. this April to present his winning STEM project. And Caedon joins us live right now on The Current. Caedon, congratulations to you. What are you most looking forward to when you head out to Washington, D.C.?
Thank you so much. I'm most excited for being able to share my research with everybody that's interested in my topic about cars and coding and technology. And I also heard that it's right at the end of where the cherry blossom trees bloom.
Oh, wow. So you really lucked out with that one. You're going to have to send back some pictures. Okay, your project looks at car warning signals and the effect of distractions on stopping distance. How did you come up with this topic?
So I love coding and technology, and autonomous cars are right up my alley. And I did some research and found that over 1 million people pass away in a car accident every year. So I wanted to see how I could try and reduce that number. So I wanted to try and test to see what alert system would be the best in autonomous cars to prevent accidents.
All right, so how did you test that? What were the things that you were experimenting with?
So I tested auditory, visual, and tactile reaction times. And I built this reaction time meter, and I coded it myself to test reaction times.
How do you do that? How do you test like a tactile reaction time?
So here's a box that will, when you put your finger on it, it will move. And when you feel it, then you push the button and it'll output your reaction time in milliseconds.
And you built that?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what were the findings of your study?
So after I had all my reaction times, I wrote a code to convert the reaction time to stopping distance to see when the alert happened, how long it would take, how far the car would travel before it could come to a complete stop. And I found that with no distractions, visual was the best alert. And then I also tested 2 distractions of texting distractions and children yelling distractions. And the best alert for texting was auditory, and the best alert for yelling children was tactile.
Wow. Okay, so you do all this coding, you do your experiments, you have your results. Now what? I mean, what do you want to do with this research? Where do you want to see it go?
I'd like to bring it to the importance of car manufacturers so they know that the use of all 3 stimuli would be important in cars.
And is that something that you're going to have a chance to do in DC? Talk about who you're going to be presenting to.
Yeah, I'll be able to present to lots of professional researchers that know a lot about different topics.
Caedon, do you see yourself having a job in STEM someday?
Yeah, I mean, I love coding and technology, so that's definitely where I'm going to try and research in the future.
Well, we definitely need more young minds like you, and we are so proud of you. Congratulations. This is an incredible honor that you definitely deserve.
Thank you.
You guys